Channel 3 early warning weather.
Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome back to Eyewitness News at noon. I'm meteorologist Mike Slifer. We'll start with a quick look at January so far. Only a few days left in the month. 36.3 degrees is the average temp of the month. Let me try that again. Average temperature, there we go, of the month thus far. That's the fourth warmest on record in the Hartford area, and we did pick up just a little bit of snow yesterday, 0.2 inches, 0.2 of an inch, bringing our snow total for the month to 2.3 inches, the 14th least snowy. Certainly a less impressive stat than the temperature stat. We've got some colder air to our north right now and to our west. 38 Scranton, Pennsylvania, 31 Syracuse, New York, 32 Burlington, Vermont, still 46 in Hartford and Boston, but we've got some stronger wind gusts coming out of the west, gusting to about 25 to 35 miles an hour, enough to feel it, but not quite enough for damage. And that's going to help to bring in much colder air. Temperatures themselves still mostly in the 40s, but it feels more like the 30s across Connecticut. 32 for a feels like temperature in Waterbury right now. 38 in Meriden, 40 in Chester, 41 in Groton, 38 in Putnam. Wind gusts will remain a bit higher over the next several hours before dropping back a little bit later on tonight, and then we should see calmer conditions develop overnight tonight into the day tomorrow. Over the past 6 hours on satellite and radar, really nothing that concerns us, just a little bit more cloud cover. Some cold advection snow ongoing across portions of West Virginia into Pennsylvania and coming off the Great Lakes, but none of that's going to reach us. We don't have to worry too much. Look at the Torrington ICAM here, shaking a bit in the wind. A live look right now on our ICAM in Torrington, where things not looking nearly as wintry as yesterday, and a live look right now in Mystic, showing the clouds a bit thick. Our ICAM here highlighting that this was a mostly rain event across southeastern Connecticut. Even people who did see snow yesterday, well, that all got washed away. A flood warning still in effect for the Pawcatuck River for Stonington, Connecticut, westerly Rhode Island. This is going to be for later on today when the river reaches minor flood stage, and it lasts through the weekend, with a second flood warning for the Housatonic River at the Stevenson Dam in Monroe. This again is going to be for this afternoon, with another flood warning upstream toward Brookfield. Still expecting very minor impacts from those overall. Over the next several hours, we watch temperatures fall across the state, both inland and at the shoreline, and then we track some quieter conditions, not only for tomorrow, but likely for the weekend. A second little disturbance tries to move through northern New England on Saturday. We don't see much from this except for increased cloud cover. Still expecting temperatures on Saturday to end up back in the 40s, and on Sunday could see a sprinkle or a shower somewhere, but in general, I'm not expecting any big impacts from that either. And should we see anything, maybe a couple of ice pellets mixed in, but otherwise looks to be mostly rain. Great news on the drought monitor here. Just a little bit left to go in Connecticut, but otherwise we have seen huge improvements. Not a surprise given how mild and how wet this month has been so far in January. Every single day, the average temperature has been above average. So that's the high temperature and the low temperature combined. We have not had a single day in the Hartford area with a sub-freezing high temperature. That's a first since 1905. Here's a look at the early warning 7-day. We're not forecasting a day to be at or below freezing for the Hartford area for the rest of the month. The end of the month at this point in sight looks like it's going to be a warm end to January, which has already been a very warm month. Kara, again, increased clouds Sunday, maybe a sprinkle sometime in the evening, drying out for Monday and Tuesday until we track another storm system by the middle of next week.